warrant. An arrest warrant is not a guilty verdict. An arrest warrant is an arrest warrant, but it is not a guilty verdict. He was being served an arrest warrant when he came out with his hands up, and 8 Savannah Police Department officers fired at one person, striking and killing Ricky Boyd. He was 20 years old. Say his name!
Ricky Boyd!
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 So, I believe on September 23rd, 2014, Charles Smith was apprehended by the Savannah Police Department inside of the gas station very violently. He was then placed in handcuffs and put in the back of a Savannah Police Department patrol car, where an officer who shot him alleges that he somehow was able to get a gun in the back of a police car. I don't know how that works. Like, they didn't search him down. They allege he was able to get a gun in the back of a police car. Then he was able to kick out a window in the back of the police car. Then he was able to climb out of the window of the back of the police car, which warranted an officer to kill him. Say, that ain't right.
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 So we're out here for Charles Smith too. Say his name.
Charles Smith.
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 And then we're out here for Aldrich Ketchfar, who we believe to be white, who these folks who claim that all lives matter weren't out here for. Aldrich Ketchfar was a 60-year-old white man who was homeless, who had the police called on him while he was sleeping outside in his tent. Upon arrival, Savannah Police Department fired at him and killed him. Say his name! Aldrich Ketchfar! Say his name!
Aldrich
Ketchfar.
What's her name?
Aldrich Ketchfar. These nuts are eating our ass up. We need to get some bird spray. Say his name!
Aldrich
Ketchfar. Oh my God. We'll just say Aldrich, I guess.
Can we just say over it? Yeah, we can shorten it.
Look.
Yeah. Not bad. Is it time?
Huh? Damn, we gonna have to figure out something for his name, but
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Say his name! Aldrich Ketchfar. You can say his name. I'll say Aldrich Ketchfar because you don't know his name. Okay.
Say his name.
Aldrich Ketchfar.
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 Say his
That's
name.
All right, we good.
But we recognize every time that we say this chant that there's an opportunity that one of our names could end up in one of these chants, or somebody that we know's name could end up in one of these chants. So we always hold space for the local victims, and of course we hold space for our victims elsewhere like Dante Wright, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Cameron Lamb, Donnie Sanders,
Ahmaud
Arbery, Ryan Stokes, the countless list of names, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, the countless names who were murdered by police and white supremacists in this country, who are allowed to unjustly take black lives and receive no consequences for them.
would anybody else like to say something? I think we have some Karens approaching us in a car.
In a car?
But long them bitches don't hit us, I don't give a fuck what they do. Bitches better stay right over there.
It's a lady looking down me too.
Okay, so we'll just keep doing our chant. Would you like to say something, Rose?
No. Thank you.
So we'll continue with our chant, and we'll continue to hold space. There's a lot of folks peeking out of their homes, looking at us. They're not sure why. There's a bunch of screaming niggas in their line. They're used to the niggas staying on the west and the east side. They ain't used to us coming to the suburbs. But we're bringing it to your front step. We don't need to know about police brutality and oppression. We know about it. I don't need to go yell on the west side. They know what it's like to be over-policed. They live it. And you live out here in comfortability and safety. You don't worry about someone running up in your house because your government doesn't care enough about people. people to keep them housed and fed. I'm sure people in this neighborhood don't have to run up in your house and take your TV and pawn your TV to make sure that they can pay rent. But when you live in a society that values money over human lives, America is the epitome of a society that values money over human lives. We are out here because we care about people. The folks who remain silent in our oppression and denigration in this country don't care about people. Come get it from the store, sir. You don't have to talk to them. You can come up to us. We're not here to hurt you. We're out here for you. You're a black man. We're out here for all people. We don't want anybody of any race to be killed. But they wouldn't know that. They can't name one white victim. But when they come up to me talking about all lives matter, were you out here marching for Aldrich Ketchford, who was killed on December 5th, 2020 by the Savannah Police Department? He was white. Were you out here for him? No. So stay y'all ass down there. But like I was saying, folks over here don't have to worry about over-policing. They don't have to worry about police violence in their neighborhoods. And I hear some chuckles and laugh over there. And from the looks, I think that's a black man, right? Whole time, let a Savannah Police Department officer catch him on the west side and take his life. Do you think his neighbors will be out here? Not pointed at them. Don't point it at me. He's over there laughing and ridiculing us, and his neighbors wouldn't even pick up a megaphone to defend his life. You're black outside of this neighborhood. I hope you know that. You live in comfortability over here, but you're still black. Remember that. And your neighbors wouldn't dare pick up a megaphone in your defense if 8 officers walked up to your door and shot you dead because they don't think you belong in this neighborhood. So go back in the house, and your complicit ass, ignorant ass neighbors can go back to their house because we're still going to be out here. Anyways, they don't know what it's like to have to fight for humanity and have to fight for babies not to get killed, have to fight for a little bit of resources. Their kids don't go to the same schools we went to. They don't know what it's like to be 30 kids deep in a classroom with a bunch of old-ass books and old-ass rickety-ass desks. Their kids go to the nice private school with access to sports and recreational activities. They don't know what it's like to go home with nothing to fucking do, except look at the news, thankfully. Because if it's one thing I've always been is informed. Can you relate, Karen? No. But they don't know what it's like to go home and not have food, not have nothing to do. Not have nothing to do but go out in the streets and make trouble. And instead of addressing the preemptive causes of crime, instead of addressing why people even commit crime, they want to talk about black-on-black crime. What about black-on-black crime? What about black-on-black crime? That's all we hear. That's all we hear. They don't ever address why someone would even want to pick up a gun in their own defense. Why someone would even need to rob their own neighbors to make rent. So they can sit in there and huddle up like a cute little NFL team. I'll call them the white supremacists. A cute little NFL team and talk about how rowdy and ignorant we are, because this is just more motivation to come out here. Because this area needs a lot of political education, I see. So we'll continue with our chants and we'll proceed in a little bit. Black lives matter!
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 Black lives matter.
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter.
And I forgot like half the chants that I knew. But hold on, let me think of something.
It's all good.
I'm sorry that I was watching live. We was getting fucked up by these gnats. But we still gonna be out here for ourselves, because that's that. Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Your megaphone isn't on. Black lives matter!
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 What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 Black lives matter.
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 So to an officer from the Savannah Police Department has just decided to pull up, so if you can get over here, and you're white, so you'll be okay. Comrade, if you could point the camera at them while I get the city code of ordinances out. Okay, so to the folks on live. Sorry, I'm trying to get in front of the camera.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
So, Section 9-1017 of the Savannah City Code of Ordinances. Please get out these people's yards. Let's get on the street. Hello. So, Savannah City Code of Ordinances, Section 9-1017 says it shall be unlawful to promote, organize, or hold, to assist in organizing or holding, or to take part or participate in any procession or other public demonstration in the streets or other public ways. Thank you. I'm in charge here. Okay, this city code of ordinances says that we have a right to be here. I'm just making sure that the folks can hear us.
Turn it down.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Can you point the camera at them?
Yeah,
Thank you.
turn it down.
What's up?
Stop talking in the microphone.
Yes. I'm sorry, y'all kill people. I gotta be loud.
Hold on, first.
Can you
and
put over
foremost,
here?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know
thank
you.
you.
You don't know me, so don't talk to me like that. all right?
Okay, what's the
Okay.
issue here?
Okay, I appreciate you. Hey, I'm Corporal Batch with Chatham County Police Department. For one, y'all on private property. That's why it's called a gated community.
Mm-hmm.
Do you live in this property?
Can you prove that we don't live in this
I'm
property?
just asking you a question. You coming at me sideways. Come on, sis.
Oh my gosh, you did not talk to
Do
police.
you live here?
Yes,
Where you live at?
up there.
What's up there?
We don't live here, obviously.
Okay, then. So what? You're
So are we
trespassing.
not allowed to be here?
You can't. This is private property.
Okay, that's fine.
So y'all have to pack up y'all stuff and leave, man.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? That's why it's called a gated community.
Again, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so
Is there
y'all
anything
have
else we need to talk
yes,
about?
You have to vacate.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so go ahead, grab your stuff and leave the property.
Okay, thank you. You can
All right.
continue on your way now. We walked here, so we'll be walking out.
Okay, I'll be right behind you.
Perfectly fine.
Can we still chat?
Yes.
Yeah, you can chat all day long, man.
Black
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
We will be back!
Black Lives Matter!
We will be back!
We will be back!
They will bring 100 folks! They will bring 300 folks! Thanks! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives
We
Matter!
can walk a little slower. We ain't in no rush. This is Yamacroft land. This is Yamacroft Indian Creek land. This is not whatever private gated community's land this is. This is Yamacraw land. This land was taken from the Yamacraw people. And they make up some bullshit fairy tale talking about how the chief just so happened to give all of these white people Yamacraw land for free just because he loves white people so much. As if. So we're out here. We can hear more police, which is kind of unusual for this area, as you can tell. But while we're out here, we'd like to politically educate a lot of the residents here on why we're out here to begin with. Your neighbor, what's his name? Ron Sanders? I don't care about his name.
Stevens.
Ron Stevens, forgive me, voted yes on House Bill 286, will prevent us from defunding the police. The reasons that we seek to defund the police are to allocate resources to houseless folks, poor folks, education, healthcare, and jobs, which ultimately reduces crime. Police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe. You live out here and can chill in your unlocked house because the folks around you have resources. We go back on the west side and have to sit up with 12 versions of ADT in order to not get our houses robbed because the people around us don't have resources. Swift, the city of Savannah gets $65 million a year and no crimes are being prevented. People are still committing crimes. You wouldn't admit that there's a flaw in the system? That the math is not mathing? Let's slow down a it. We ain't on nobody's time but our own. This is Yamacron land, like I said. But there's a flaw in this system. There's a flaw in this city that was built on the backs of enslaved Africans. But we've never received a dime of reparations. The schools on the east and the west side are absolute trash. But I bet the kids around here don't sit 30 deep in a classroom. I bet they don't have to worry about books. They don't have to worry about shortages of teachers in their educational systems, do they? No. But poor black and brown kids on the east and west and south sides do. Oh, that's who. So, we're out here expressing our First Amendment right to protest, and we'll continue to be out here at any expense. And while we're here, while we have some members of Savannah Police Department, let's educate them on what their co-workers did on January 23rd, 2018. Ricky Boyd was a 20-year-old black man who was being served an arrest warrant. He came out with his hands up and was met with gunfire from 8 different police officers. 8 different. You don't think that's excessive? They couldn't have shot him in the leg?
Don't turn around now.
That ain't right.
Don't turn
Quit your
around.
job. Don't come back.
Ignore them. Ignore them. Ignore their ass. Fuck them. We don't talk to cops anyway.
Quit your job.
That's what I was saying. Ricky Boyd was a 20-year-old black man who had his life stolen from him. And watch these All Lives Matter decisions try to come out of the woodwork now. Slow down. We ain't in no rush. Old Rich Chesford was a 20-year-old houseless white man who was murdered by Savannah Police Department officers on December 5th, 2020. Say that ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
Well, you gotta use the small part. That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
So while we have these All Lives Matter folks coming at us, yelling at us, talking to us crazy, talking about All Lives Matter, were they out in the streets for Old Rich Chesford? He was one of them, right? He was white, right? Hell no, they weren't. Because you want to know what they do? They protect the cops and the other white supremacists. I wonder how many folks from here went to that insurrection. That's what I'm curious to know.
Slow down a little bit more.
Slow down. We ain't in no rush. Like I said, this is Yamacron land. This don't belong to the city of Savannah, and it damn sure don't belong to none of these white people out here. This is Yamacron Indian land.
You're in the county.
Don't care.
You're not in the city.
Well,
You're
that's
in the
over there.
county.
Regardless of where we are, these white people didn't find it. They killed people to build land here.
Abolish the police, no justice.
No peace.
Fuck crime. Take it to the streets.
Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it
This
to
gonna be a long ass summer for Savannah Police Department. I can promise you that.
We're Chatham County Police
I
Department.
don't give a damn who you are. It's gonna be, and y'all wanna know, he just proved my point. Look, Ryan, he just proved my point. He said we're Chatham County Police Department, right? Savannah is policed by over 5 different, Savannah has Savannah Police, Pooler Police, Savannah Metro, Chatham County.
There is no metro man.
There is a Metro, asshole. Stop talking to me. Savannah is over police. They get sick. I'm walking. Don't push me.
I never touched
Don't
you.
walk up on me like you're gonna push me then.
Come on, man.
Thank you, bro. Back up. Back up. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Back your ass up.
Keep going.
Take it to the streets.
abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12.
So while we're out here, we like to enlighten our neighbors out here on why we're out here. Because they don't care enough to come to us and see that we actually care about people enough to be out here. While these Bible thumpers in the Bible Belt claim to love Jesus, who is a man amongst the people who fought against injustice, while they sit every night and ignore what's happening in this city. We need resources in our communities. We don't need police. Police do not keep us safe. Resources
keep
do
us
keep
safe.
us safe. So while Savannah spends $65 million
65 million.
65 million!
on police.
How
How
about
much of
65
it
million?
could be in benefit to kids?
It's not paying you well, I know
The
that.
folks that you all drive past downtown. The houseless folks who have to sleep outside in 90-degree weather. Who are told that they deserve to sleep outside because they don't bust their ass 9 to 5 every day of the week. They're told that they deserve to sleep outside. But these are the All Lives Matter folks, right? They're over there thanking the police right now, right?
Right.
Exactly. The All Lives Matter, right?
Right.
But they're willing to let other human beings sleep outside and tell them that they deserve to. Police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe. Again, police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice,
no peace.
fuck 12.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police. No justice, no peace. Fuck 12.
Coming upon a dead megaphone.
But that's why we got backup. Hey. So back to what I was saying. Police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe. This neighborhood is safe not because you have police around here. I'm sure y'all never see a cop out here unless Bob starts hitting on Karen a little bit too hard. Somebody calls the police. But you know, Bob knows the cops, so they just laugh it off the next day. Anyways, y'all aren't used to seeing police out here. But I bet y'all can sleep with your car doors and your home doors unlocked, can you? Because you have the resources to. Not because you're somehow morally better. Not because black people are criminals. As a state senator told me today while I spoke to him on the phone. But because you all have the resources. You have jobs. Slow down a little bit. You have housing. You have education. You have food. There are kids who don't have food. There are kids who walk around
Y'all
this
calling back
goddamn
up for
city.
7 unarmed black people?
They're calling back up for 7 unarmed black people. Wow.
Stop, y'all. Who cares? They're
Let's get
cops. That's what
arrested
they're
for
gonna do.
shouting. Yeah, let's do it.
Anyways, there are kids who walk around the city of Savannah in dirty and slides who don't have parents with the resources to take care of them, who don't have folks that care about them, whose government doesn't even care about them. We're exiting the premises like we were told. Is there an issue? Okay, we're leaving. Why are you calling back up?
Don't worry about what I'm talking about.
Anyways, there are kids who walk around this city without nothing, y'all. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Kids who walk around the city with nothing. And you want to know what we do? We take care of our folks. The police play a pickup game of basketball with a few black kids every once in a while and think that makes up for the fact that they stole Ricky Boy from his mother. He was 20 years old. Being served a warrant. A warrant does not mean you're guilty. But you want to know what they think when they go to sleep every night? They think that they serve the community. They think that because they may have stopped and waved at a houseless man who's going to sleep outside tonight. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Who's going to sleep outside tonight, that they serve their community. When in all actuality, we serve the community. We're walking. Back up. Will, go ahead, because I'm not playing with you and him. This dumbass Mac. Anyways, they think that they're community service. We're community service. We care about our folks. We care about the houseless people in this city who sleep outside every night in 90-degree weather. Who the fuck wants to sleep on the concrete in 90-degree weather? In a city where the police get $65 million a year. And they can't spare $800 a month to make sure you can sleep in a fucking bed. That ain't right. That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
That ain't right.
So we're out here justly, and while we have the injustice force called on us as usual, we're still going to be out here, and we'll come back next time. Next time we'll bring 200 people, or 500, because you know every resistance we get, more of our comrades show up in solidarity. What these assholes didn't realize when they stole my car from me was I got folks looking out for me. People spent over $4,000
justice,
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice. Walk up, Will. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
And you know why I'm telling you to walk up, Will? Because he can hit your ass, and they'll say, oh, he was a man. I was justified in slamming his goddamn head into the concrete and kicking his head 8 times
I'm
until he
standing
died.
with you, KJ.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'm standing with you.
Period.
I'm standing with you.
I'm a woman. I have a little more privilege than that. Not much. Not like they didn't body slam a 14-year-old black girl in a bikini a few years ago. Not like they don't kill children.
Fuck the police.
Not like they don't terrorize children every day.
Fuck
And
the
they think that
police.
they're heroes because they go and play a game of pickup basketball every once in a while.
Fuck
The kids
the
are fucking
police.
terrified of you. I would never do a job where people are in fear of me when they see me.
Fuck the police.
And you know what they think of us? They think we're delusional. You'll never abolish the police. They said the same thing about slavery.
Fuck the police.
And look at them, 400 years later.
Fuck the police.
Free cruisers.
In America,
Welcome.
slow down. We ain't in no rush.
Yeah, come back. Slow down.
Police in America
We leaving that neighborhood.
started as slave patrol in South Carolina in 1704. The same department he works for was meant to capture and re-enslave his people back into slavery. And you want to know what he's doing right now?
Turn your microphone
Preventing
off.
other
Thank you.
black people from caring about other black people. And he thinks he's a hometown hero, y'all. I'm sure he grew up on the west side. Maybe he had a two-parent household. Maybe. He looks like it. He acts like it. Because nobody I know that truly came from struggle would ever want to put their people through the same thing. These kids are terrified, y'all. I ain't even gonna go through the motions. They know what's up. They like to play dumb. Of course they like to play basketball. You know they love to take pictures with black kids. You know they love to do that whole slurpee with a cop shit. Like that makes up from the fact that they take black kids away from their parents every day. And that ain't right.
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 So, these folks get mad and say this is private property. This is Yamakron land. There's no private property in America. Abolish private property.
Abolish private property.
Abolish private property.
Abolish private property.
There's no. What again?
Get
There's
another one.
nothing private in America.
You see
This
these
whole
bitch-ass
country
police
was
trying to
stolen
escort us out this shit.
by the Yamakron. They were stolen by the Yamakron. Slow down, y'all. And built up by enslaved Africans. There's nothing private about this property. This is Yamakron property. This is Yamakron land. So thankfully, he's decided to go back to his slave catchers, as they would call them back in the day. Hey, bro, appreciate you being out here.
No justice, no
Hit us
peace.
up on
Abolish
IG.
the police.
It's 912 Liberation Crew. Are we in a roundabout or what?
Hey, go to the right. Go to the right.
He's going home, dipshit. He lives here. Black people can live in nice neighborhoods too. But like I was saying, there is no such thing as private property in America. This is Yamakron land. Savannah in particular has an extensive history of slavery. This is none of their land. None of these houses belong to them. All of these houses belong to us. Thankfully, the pigs have decided to go back to their pen, and I hope they don't follow us no more. We're gonna leave, but let's take it a little slower. Because like I said, this is not Yamakron land. And for the folks who are scared, coming out of their residences, we're out here for resources. We don't need more police. Our neighborhoods need resources. Resources. Educate yourselves. Educate yourselves. We don't need police. We need resources. So now these folks are hella uncomfortable, hella confused. Oh my God, officer, what's happening? Why is there a bunch of loud screaming Negroes in my neighborhood? You want to know why there's a bunch of loud screaming Negroes in your neighborhood? Because police do not keep us safe. Resources Yet all of those white-owned businesses downtown sit on the cobblestones that our ancestors walked on to build this goddamn city, brick by brick. The Igbo people from Nigeria, who were brought here by the British, built this city, brick by brick. And haven't been paid a goddamn dime. While they sit in comfortability on a what, Monday night? There are kids on the west side wondering what the fuck they gonna eat tonight. There are people in this city who have never been able to escape generational poverty. Never. Ever since we've come here, we've been poor. You think that's normal? Ever since black people have been here, we're being poor. And you think that's right? Then let these folks tell it, right? They work for everything they have. Here they come again, the pigs coming back to their pen, I guess. Let the white people here tell it. They work for everything they had. Black people just haven't worked hard enough here in the South. We didn't work our ass off during slavery. Didn't work our ass off during Jim Crow fighting for laws like our ancestors did in the 1960s here in Savannah. Yeah, we got a little black radical tradition. It ain't radical enough though, because our folks still are hungry. Black people are still poor. We still make up a racial majority in this country and own no wealth. So that's why we're out here. And you wanna know what all of these folks out here will chalk us up to? A bunch of Black Lives Matter animals. And they won't dare read a book. They won't dare study our oppression. But they'll sit up in a house talking about how much they love Jesus. Jesus doesn't love you. Fucking imbeciles. They think that they're close to Jesus, y'all. When honestly, if you're a radical out there, you're closer to Jesus than any of them will ever be. Jesus was a radical amongst the people. He died for people. That's how big his love went. You don't learn that lesson when you read the Bible. He loved people enough to die for them. You won't even stand out in your yard for 2 minutes and look at people. You pieces of motherfucking shit. And you got the nerve to say that you love Jesus so for the people. Die for you. And you talk about how much you love him. And you won't even pick up a megaphone. In defense of none of the black people killed in this country. In defense of none of the white people killed in this country. But you love Jesus so much. Make it make sense. So I'll definitely be back. I enjoy this neighborhood. I feel like there's a lot of political education that needs to be done out here.
Facts.
Because only folks...
Stopping crime. And these motherfuckers out here following us.
Right.
Y'all supposed to be stopping crime. Go stop it. Go.
How many cars do you slow down, y'all? We ain't in no rush.
Get something better to do. There's crime being committed right now, right?
Aren't there crimes?
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 Quit your jobs!
Aren't there crimes?
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 But you want to know what they're spending their time doing? Instead of being out fighting crime, they're spending their time following us. As if there's probably not a crime occurring somewhere.
Police protect property, not people!
Period.
Exactly what you're doing right now, because this is a private property. There are people that need help, that are dying right now. And y'all are chuckling it the fuck up in your fucking pig wagons. Fucking
And look at that
pitiful.
one dissenter, that one white supremacist down there. Because only a white supremacist would oppose black people asking for rights, asking for money, asking for the right to live a life, asking for housing, asking for jobs, asking for education. Nobody on this earth should be without a house. We need a fucking house to live. And you think our people, shut the fuck up.
And just stand in the peace. You can't
Shut the fuck up.
Your speakers are literally louder than ours.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives, can you put it on them? Black lives matter.
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 Hey, she just said we're disturbing the peace. Did they not hear our chant? No justice. racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice.
I swear to God, Will. No
Okay, so
justice.
fuck them.
Okay, so the chant is no justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. You feel me? Okay. No justice. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice. No
I
peace.
swear to God, Will.
I'm fucking.
Ain't you a rapper, nigga? You ain't got no better rhythm than that. Okay. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. Period. So again, to the folks in their home, turning up their Hallmark movies a little louder, grabbing your rifles, thinking it's a revolution. The revolution ain't started yet. This is the first step, I swear to God. I swear to God. The revolution has not started yet. So you're right. Get your rifles. Y'all do it anyways. Like there wasn't till St. Louis says the bitches pointing guns at protesters anyways who got off, who got invited to speak by the President of the United fucking States.
They got another cop car.
And that's another cop car
They got 4.
joining his comrades.
5.
Y'all really got some good shit to do, don't you?
Wait, that's a Benz, y'all. That's a Benz. That's a Benz. That's a Benz.
Hey, behind you, look. It's 5
No, I'm
That's a
saying.
Benz.
Look.
Get out here, Ray.
Oh shit, my bad.
Hello, sorry. We're out here for resources. And we're being harassed by the police. Providing for resources for our communities to keep our communities safe. Police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe.
She locked her car.
That's a black man, too.
He locked his car, but.
Anyways, he can lock his damn car. Fuck him too. We still gonna be out here for him though. That's what trips me out about so many of these black people out here. They live in comfortability, knowing that the second their neighbors go home. Slow down, y'all. Let's walk in a line. Let's walk in a straight line. Let's get in a straight line. Get in a straight line. A straight line.
Which way are we going?
A straight line. A diagonal line, y'all.
Oh shit.
Diagonal.
Are we making ours?
We're getting us together. Thank you.
Give us a second.
Okay, now we can continue with our perception. But you want to see, slow down. We in no. We ain't in no rush. They weren't in a rush. They took Ricky Boyd when 8 Savannah Police Department officers shot at one man. 8 officers shot at one man, sir. I see you out there looking. Old Rich Texar was a 60-year-old white man who was sleeping outside in his tent in a country with more than enough money to house him. And you want to know what they did? They pulled up and killed him. No, I don't know what you said and I don't give a fuck. Fake news. You can kiss my black ass. That's what to take your dumb ass back in the house. Like I said, the All Lives Matter crew would always be out here talking about All Lives Matter, but I didn't see them marching for Old Rich Texar, did they?
Fuck no, they didn't.
Fuck no, they didn't. But I bet you they'll call us obscene because we're out here cussing, out here saying fuck the police because that's that way, that fucking way. And you wanna know what they'll think of us? They'll think we're the obscene ones, not the people who kill people lives and feed people. Take cash, Rob. Go to the Savannah, Georgia bio, dog, because this is what we're up against. This is what we're up against. The city has never had black radical tradition. That's why so much bullshit has been allowed to go on for so long. That's why so many black men here die, and their families receive nothing. They receive a headline. Family receive a tombstone to bury their sons, stolen by people who are supposed to protect us and serve us. So we keep us safe. Police do not keep us safe. Resources keep us safe. We need fair access to jobs and housing and education. We need these kids in recreational activities. Y'all talk about how much you love the Lord. Take these kids to church. They won't see crime decrease. But until then, we'll get a bunch of screaming Negroes in your lawn.
Facts.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Tell me this right now.
Take it to the streets.
Abolish the police.
No justice.
No peace. Fuck 12.
Take it to
Slow
the
down.
streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police.
Slow down, y'all.
Justice, no peace. Fuck 12.
Take it to the
Y'all
streets.
really got the
Abolish
time
the
for a damn
police.
break.
No justice,
No peace. Fuck 12.
Take it to the streets.
Abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck 12.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Give me your phone. There we go. Or Aaliyah, if you want to hold his.
Take it to the streets.
what?
Abolish the police.
Yeah, there you
No
go.
justice.
No peace.
Fuck 12.
Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice. No peace.
Fuck 12.
Take it to the streets. Abolish the police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck 12. Take it slow down, y'all. A line.
No justice.
No peace. Fuck 12.
A line, y'all. Come on.
The police.
No justice.
No peace.
Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No justice, no peace.
Fuck 12.
Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police.
No justice.
I think you gotta cut it on.
Fuck 12.
Turn it on.
Take it to the streets.
Abolish the police. Fuck 12. Take it to the streets. Abolish the police. No, fuck 12.
Black lives matter.
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 No.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Take it to the streets. Abolish the police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck 12.
Take it
To the streets, abolish the police. No justice, no peace. Give me the megaphone. Give me the megaphone. Give it.
Abolish the police.
No justice. Can you take the wagon in my phone?
Someone came out.
Streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck
I got
12.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice. No peace. Fuck 12.
No justice.
No peace.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
So, neighbors and comrades in this area, we'll be back. And with 500 more people. So get mad, get upset, call your dog, because this is what white people do. They always deploy the police on black people when they want some shit to stop. None of them walked up to us, except one Karen, to try to tell us all lives matter.
Right.
They deploy
Racist
the
ass.
police on us. Because you want to know what they know? They know that the police will come here and kill one of us. They know they'll take one look at him
They
and
close
kill
the
him. They know they'll take one look at them and kill them. They know this for a fact. That's why they called the police.
They closing in. That's
No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in the
racist system.
No good cops in a 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 racist system.
Black lives
Matter.
Black lives
Matter.
Black lives
Matter. Slow down.
Matter.
Black. Oh, continue. Slow down.
Quit your jobs.
Black lives matter.
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 hold on real quick. Can you hold these?
I got y'all.
So while a few of our neighbors have come out to join us, hello.
Whole
We want
parade.
to educate you on why we're out here. We're fighting for resources. We don't need more police. Police don't keep us safe. The city of Savannah is not more and more until police every year come around. I know how to call this. The city of Savannah is more and more until police every year. Crime is not prevented. Police do not keep us safe. Resources do. Police do not keep us safe. Resources do.
That officer literally left because they know they have better shit to do.
We can slow down. Wait, I gotta tie my shoe, y'all. Hold up, stop. Don't y'all got laws to protect?
Protecting.
I gotta tie my shoe. Don't hit me. That'll be a lawsuit. I gotta tie my shoes.
This is being recorded, so just so y'all see this, I'm out
Bitch,
here
you don't
protecting
scare
my
me.
comrade. The police trying to kick us out these white folks' neighborhood. Apparently, it's
I don't think you tied the first one right.
I don't either. Y'all can chant, Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
No.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
No.
If we don't get it,
Shut down.
we don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives
Black Lives
Matter.
Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
No.
What do we want to protect
Justice.
ourselves? This is what your tax dollars pay for. I don't see a crime being committed here. We have a First Amendment right to freedom of speech, irregardless of how much these folks pay for a home. We have a right to freedom of speech, and look at him getting pissed off.
There you go.
Well, y'all here for him. Take off that damn uniform and go to South Carolina. Bet you they won't treat you like a cop there. Bet you they'll treat you like another cotton-picking nigga there. So they don't give a fuck about you. If you weren't a part of their system, you don't mean nothing to them. I can guarantee you that. Black Lives Matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
No.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
No.
If we don't get it,
Shut it
we
down.
don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
Black Lives Matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
No.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
No.
If we don't get it,
Shut it
we
down.
don't get it.
Shut it down.
We don't get it.
Shut it down.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
police do not keep us safe. Clearly, the motherfuckers just tried to run me over. Go out the other way, bitch. We're on our way out. Police clearly don't keep us safe, y'all. If they did, they wouldn't be out here trying to run over and arrest folks who are simply asking for justice in this country. In this godforsaken country that has never cared about anybody other than cishet white people. And not just white men, because white women reap all the privileges that white men do, with none of the accountability. We somehow miss them in our history lessons. White women are just as complicit in our oppression. Oh shit. They stand just by their husbands every time some shit pops off. So if you're white and you want to pay reparations, you need to donate to our mutual aid fund, period. Because this is what we have to fight. This would be a little bit equal. And at this point, I don't want to be equal to white men. Because look what the fuck they have to do to get equality. Look at what they've had to do to get the fancy houses and the boats and the cars.
Nothing.
And the lakes at Tybee Island. They had to rape, kill, pillage, murder. They've had to go to war and sacrifice their own kind. Do you know how many white men have died in all of these wars too? Can we switch megaphones? I think this was dying.
No, what was the man name that we out here for?
Ron Stevens.
Ron Stevens.
Sorry. But this is what they had to do to get the fancy houses that they have out here, and get the lakes, and get the boats. They've had to rape, kill, and steal for more than 500 years. The British have done it, the French have done it, all Europeans have done it. So why would I want anything these white men out here have? I don't want nothing but to feed my folks and take care of my folks. I don't want nothing but for black kids to be able to grow up and not have to worry about pigs sneaking up on them like this. To be able to walk down a fucking street in their neighborhood, not have to worry about somebody pulling up on them, killing them just because how they look, dog. Just because. Black people have done nothing to deserve this treatment in America. We have done nothing. We built this country from the ground up. You would have thought we enslaved them, how they treat us. You would have thought we murdered them, how they treat us.
Right.
You would have thought we raped them, how they treat us.
Right.
But we show up for our folks, and we feed our communities, and we take care of us. And this is the response we get.
Right.
Resistance, anger. They'll call us all type of radical Black Lives Matter protesters. We ain't even a part of Black Lives Matter, bitch. We are the 912 Liberation Crew. And I swear to God, we'll be back here. I promise you that. With bail money, bitch. And that's that. So like I was saying, look at what all white men have had to do to obtain this capital. To maintain their standard of living. I don't want no parts in it. No good cops in a racist system.
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 No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
In a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
No good, slow down. No good cops in a racist system.
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 Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck 12.
You don't have to say it all. Just say, take it to the streets, abolish the police.
Okay, alright. Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck 12. Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice,
no peace.
Fuck 12.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
no justice, no peace.
Fuck 12.
There you go.
Thankfully, we haven't had them. Ew. You ready? Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck 12. Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No justice, no peace.
Black lives matter.
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 Black lives matter. Exactly.
To do nothing but shine bright lights at people minding their own business.
Fighting for resources. In like a neighborhood.
Exactly.
No, fuck them.
Right.
Tell them.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
This is what your police is getting paid to do. We're asking for resources so people don't have to commit crimes. And they're out here following us. We need people housed, fed. We need jobs, education. And then crime will end in this city. But y'all spend $65 million for these bitches to follow us. How does that feel? Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. I got it.
Black lives matter.
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 Black lives matter. Quit your jobs.
Somebody just tagged Joe Biden. What the fuck?
He's not joining me.
Oh God. Somebody would tag Joe Biden out of all fucking people. Bitch, I would have rather you tagged Osama bin Laden. He would have at least looked at it. Black lives matter.
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 What do you want?
Justice.
When do you want it?
Now.
And baby, there is no white boys out here, so I don't know what white boys you talking about. Somebody said that white boy was the loudest. The white folks in Savannah don't give a fuck about what's going on other than online. All these little scat students want to show up online, but when we ask them to show up in person, they won't ever show up. And they want to rape our community of resources. We're out here for resources, Colonel Sanders.
Take that apart.
We're out here for resources. And I have Sean King blocked, so there was no way in hell he was going to see this. But look. Look at him over there. Hiding. And no, I'm not turning the comments off. People need to go donate to the fucking mutual aid fund, like I said. Look at them hiding because they don't keep us safe. They deploy war tactics on citizens. They stalk their own citizens.
Fuck the scary ass police. Fuck the scary ass police.
Just,
Fuck the scary
oh my
ass
God,
police.
Will. No
Fuck the scary ass
justice.
police.
Just say no justice, no peace. Fuck the scary ass police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck these scary ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these scary ass police.
Fake
No
ass police.
justice, no peace.
Fuck these scary ass police.
No
No
justice,
ju-
no peace.
No.
Fuck these scary ass police. No justice,
No
Oh my
peace.
God. Fuck these scary ass police.
no justice,
Will,
no peace.
breathe.
Fuck these scary ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these scary ass police. No justice, no peace.
Fuck these
Fuck
scary.
these scary ass police. No justice, no peace.
Fuck these scary ass police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck these
Fuck
scary.
these scary ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these
Yeah,
scary ass
Will.
police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these scary ass police. Pause.
Oh,
No
my bad.
justice. You like, no justice, no peace. Fuck these scary ass police. No justice, no peace. Fuck these scary.
I'm so amped up right
Also,
now.
fuck calling them
Yeah.
scary. They're not
And
fucking
baby,
I got money.
We are black. We are standing in solidarity for our folks. Rose, I don't think you're gonna be in it. Do you mind?
It's too late.
I mean, we're out here for our folks. It's 5 black people, and they done called 80,000 cars for us. We out here for our fucking folks, bro. In solidarity, we take care of us. We got we. These pigs, they don't got us. You wanna know what they're doing right now? Following us out of these white people's shit. That's what they're doing. We got we. Black people take care of each other. That's all we've done since this country has been accepted. They may give a little bit of funky ass welfare checks just so they can call us welfare queens and say that all we do is rape the system for privileges and don't work. We worked for 400 years, bitch. And even longer before that. We shouldn't even have to work as black people in America. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Whew. I need something to drink, low key. Chant. No justice, yeah. No peace. Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice, no peace.
Fuck these
Fuck these
racist.
scary ass police. No
Pause.
justice.
Pause. No justice, no peace. Fuck these scary ass police.
No justice, no peace. Fuck these
Scary ass police. Black lives matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 Black lives matter.
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 So we gonna do a quick chant. Say his name, Ricky Boyd. Say his name.
Ricky Boy.
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 Say his name, Charles Smith. Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Say his name.
Charles Smith.
Black lives matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 Black lives matter.
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 What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want it?
Now.
Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No
No,
justice. No peace.
fuck 12. Take it to the streets, abolish the police.
No
Keyhole this.
justice.
No peace, fuck 12. Take it to the streets, abolish the police. No justice.
No peace. Fuck 12.
And fuck that flag too. Fuck America. And I'm gonna do one that I fucking hate, but it's so catchy. Okay, so it's Heidi, 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 ho. It's fucking dumb. I'm not doing it. That's a white people chant, honestly. No justice! Fuck these racist ass police.
No justice.
Well,
no peace.
I swear to
Fuck
God.
these racist ass
We gonna
police.
get it together.
Oh,
We gonna
No
get it together.
justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass police. No justice.
Okay. No
Alright.
justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. No justice, no
I want Sonic, no cap.
Right? See?
We finna go to Sonic.
That was very successful.
Period.
I'm proud of all these.
Thank y'all. These are our comrades standing in solidarity. Whew. And a bitch didn't get a migraine. Bitches, y'all definitely didn't win. Hold on.
I do got a headache, but it's okay.
You got a
It was
headache?
worth it. Yes,
Can
it
you
was
see
worth
though?
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
just got a
good.
headache?
Yeah, I just got a
When
headache.
I get a headache, I can't see shit.
Why?
I get migraine, so
You
I
wear
literally
glasses? You don't.
I just cannot see nothing. But yeah, we finna go to Sonic. Hit up our mutual aid fund. You need to be donating to mutual aid.
Share that shit.
Period. Niggas want to talk about how proud of how proud of us they are. Be so proud of us that we can take care of more black people and bring more black people out here. That's how proud of us you need to be. We need to be bringing them kids from the west side over here. We don't need to be the only black folks out here, and we won't be. We're getting the whole fucking city involved. This is not a Georgetown issue. This is not a Southside issue, a East-West Tybee Island issue. This is a Savannah issue. We getting our folks the fuck together, and we coming back out here together in solidarity, because that's what community looks like. Community doesn't look like 8 cops coming to arrest us for protesting. Community looks like making sure your neighbor doesn't end up out on the fucking street when the government won't. Making sure your neighbor has something to eat when the fucking government won't. So we finna get off this hoe, but donate to the mutual aid fund. Shout out everybody who came out. Gang, gang. And yeah, fuck these racist ass police like we said. And that's that. Bye, y'all.